Yo, what's going on? Yo, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. I'm Marcus. Over here, we talk attorney reactions to current events, trending news, anything that's of interest, or something that y'all reach out to me and say, yo, what are your thoughts on this? As always, I want to thank the over 17,000 subscribers to the channel. Shout out to you all for the support. A big salute and thanks to all the members, the people who decided to become a part of the DFD community as official co-counsel. I got some special stuff for y'all in the works. And I just added a bunch of videos to the members only category just for you. Now, I am a licensed attorney, licensed in several jurisdictions. None of those jurisdictions amount to me being your counselor at law. So get legal, financial advice, plumbing advice, haircut advice, whatever advice from a professional in your area. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about a certification scheme, but the question is, how should it be punished? How should it be sanctioned? Maybe this is just me. Shout out and respect to teachers, daycare workers, people whose sole responsibility it is to bring the next generation of leaders and adults into development should make a lot of money. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Elementary school, middle school teachers, high school teachers, in a lot of states across this nation don't make any money. Now, some states teachers get paid, but that's not always the case. So normally when you see somebody doing some type of scam or certification scheme, people are wanting to be fake lawyers, fake doctors, fake dentists with the veneer tech scam that doesn't even exist because there's no such thing as a veneer tech. Normally it's people who are doing some type of certification finesse or scam to get some type of job as a professional, someone that you need, like, like those professional doctors, lawyers. They're faking like they're an accountant or a CPA or a financial advisor. That's what you normally see. So this was kind of awkward to see people doing a certification scam to become teachers. So let's go ahead, check out the video, and then we're going to talk about it. Let's dive in.
Five people charged in a teacher certification scandal went before a judge today. A fourth defendant also appeared in probable cause court early this morning. Investigators say the scheme led to illegally certifying at least 200 teachers in Texas schools. Orko Manna joins us live from the Harris County Criminal Justice Center. Orko, what are the defense attorneys telling you?
Well, the defense attorneys for basketball coach Vincent Grayson and assistant principal LaShonda Roberts want to make it clear that their clients are innocent until proven guilty.
Innocent until proven guilty. There's a unique thing you have to realize when attorneys say that. When attorneys say my client is innocent, they normally don't say that. They normally say innocent until proven guilty because a lot of the attorneys, they don't know what the facts are. They don't have the discovery yet. Or their client could just be a bold-faced lie and the attorney's like, I don't know if this dude's being genuine or not with the facts.
And all the attorneys also saying that they're still waiting for the prosecution to exchange information with them about this case. Vincent Grayson walking into a courtroom today accused of being the brains of the operation, a major teaching certification cheating scandal. Investigators say Grayson charged Texas teachers looking to get certified $2,500 each to check in at testing centers while someone else took the tests. Grayson, the head boys basketball coach at Booker T. Washington High School in HISD, allegedly made more than $1 million from the scheme.
This is a serious case because it involves education.
Grayson's attorney acknowledging the severity of the allegations, but she says all the facts need to be sorted through.
The state has the burden of proving their case beyond a reasonable doubt. Mr. Grayson is presumed innocent at this period of time.
Also waiting for discovery, the attorney for LaShonda Roberts. Roberts, an assistant principal at Yates High School in HISD, is charged with recruiting nearly 100 teachers to participate in the scheme. Her attorney saying they're looking forward to their day in court.
I've seen this office make high-profile allegations before, only to have the case quietly filed away because the evidence isn't there. We've seen nothing compelling here.
Booker T. Washington Assistant Principal Nicholas Newton is still in custody, appearing before the judge today in an orange jumpsuit. He was allegedly involved in the scheme as a proxy test taker. His attorney just appointed to the case today.
The bond is $25 on each of the two cases, and we hope you'll bond out and will give me an opportunity to get this done and see exactly what's going on.
KHOU 11 also learning that a fourth person charged in the scandal, test proctor Darian Willite, appeared in probable cause court early this morning.
She admitted accepting cash bribes in order to allow another defendant to test for other teachers.
Her total bond was set at $75,000. Willite is expected to appear before a judge on Monday. Grayson, Newton, and Roberts are scheduled to be back in court in January. Reporting live from downtown Houston tonight, Orko Manda, KHOU 11 News.
Okay, real quick now, let's go ahead and talk about it. How should this be punished, and should it be punished, if at all, is the question. Now, let's just think of this from typically, hey, if someone faking their certification to give the impression that they're a brain surgeon, that's probably a bad thing that you should get prosecuted for. But what if in that scenario, the person who faked like they're a surgeon actually performed a brain surgery and that surgery went well? Should they still be punished? Was there actually any harm, just a risk of harm, but no actual harm that occurred? So my question is, now I get it. The gym teacher allegedly made over $1 million doing this scheme. So I definitely get the monetary side of it. Like, yo, you had these people paying you, and then you were paying kickbacks to the person who can get them in to take the test and the person who was actually taking the test, who was the principal. But I get that part. I can see how the people who created this scheme and were passing around the money and profiting, I can see and understand why they should be punished. The question I had, and I was talking to people about, is should the teachers actually be punished? I'm a teacher, or I want to be a teacher. I failed my test. This is what happened. I failed my test. I couldn't pass it. I paid the gym teacher, the head basketball coach, $2,500. $2,500. Once he got to $2,500, he spread that money around. I went in, provided my ID, signed some paperwork. Somebody sat and took the test for me. They passed it with flying colors, and I've been teaching. I may have a weird view. I don't know necessarily if the teachers should be punished, and if they are punished, how severe that punishment should be. Now, of course, I'm sure there's some criminal culpability. Most times when you fake that you are a professional in some capacity and you aren't, there's a criminal charge associated with it. But here, what if a teacher failed their test, they paid someone else to take it, that person passed the test, and now they're a teacher? But what if they're actually a good teacher? What if their students like them? What if their kids are showing academic improvement? What if those kids' standardized test scores are going up? Well, let me know in the comments. Do you think that the teachers who shouldn't have been teachers but became teachers, do you think they should be punished? Or an alternative, do you think that if they were performing at or above the standard, should they not be punished? If I were a judge and a teacher, not the three masterminds behind this who was profiting, but if the teachers came to me in front of my court, there's a few things going on in my head. First of all is, who pays $2,500 to fake test certifications to become a teacher? It's not a lot of people out there. I mean, there are people who want to become teachers, but a teacher isn't generally a sexy profession where you're going to make a shitload of money. Let's just be honest. 2, how hard or easy is this standardized test? 3, do we have an actual shortage of teachers in this particular school district? And 4, how were the teachers who had the bogus certifications actually performing? Were they performing at or above standards? Depending on those factors would depend, if I were a prosecutor, how I would pursue the case. If a teacher had false certifications, but they were performing at or above the standard and there's a shortage of teachers, what I would do is probably something called a deferred prosecution. That's when you essentially continue the case for a long period of time. Hey, Mr. Jackson, we know you don't have your certification, but the evidence shows that you've been actually performing as a teacher for 3 years and that your credentials and everything that you're doing, your success rate with your students is among the highest or is performing above the average. Because of that, I'm going to allow you a deferred prosecution. We're going to continue this case for 12 months. And within that time frame, if you can actually pass the test to get your certification and complete 200 hours of community service, we will dismiss those charges. I think that would be a dope thing to do. I'm kind of torn because I see how it's a punishment and it should be sanctioned. I'm talking about the teachers, not the people who benefited monetarily, even though there's an argument that the teachers benefit monetarily. But if the teacher has bogus certifications but is performing at or above the standard, do you think they should be punished, or do you think that the court should have some deference and allow them the opportunity to actually get their certifications legitimately so they can continue to teach? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, check out the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, check out the video on the screen. There's going to be more content related to attorney reactions.